Hey, good morning, sir. And how are you on this fine day? Oh, that's good. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. I've got to go to the shop later. I'm not looking forward to that. Because that's going to fuck my chest up. But besides that, I'm a happy chappy. I've not been awake that long, only about half hour. I can't get to sleep till late because of my frickin' legs. So I'm usually like reclined in my chair with my legs up in the bed, fidgeting until about 3 in the morning. And then I finally pass out. That's my average night. That's alright, mate. Don't worry, I don't feel sorry for myself. It's all good. But being a lazy bastard, I always hate going up the shop, whether I'm healthy or not. It's just so boring. And about 50% of the time, the cash point isn't working, which sucks balls. Oh my god, I don't feel so bad now. Fucking hell. Well, a quick mission brief. Obviously, yesterday we got all the way up to the clean house mission. I've got a feeling there's some stuff. Oh, blimey, that, yeah. Well, I mean, I know you get up pretty early because you go to bed so early. I mean, you go to bed at 8 o'clock, don't you? So you're bound to wake up at 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Well, if ever I can't can't sleep or something and I wake up at silly o'clock in the morning, I'll slip you a little text and say, "Hey Paddy, I'm going fucking insane here. What are you up to?" Nah, I won't do it. Not that time in the morning. Yeah, you're probably getting up as I'm sort of passing out. The mad thing is, I've been trying to go to bed about 10:30, 11 o'clock. But it just doesn't friggin' work. I am a night owl by nature anyway. 90% of the jobs I've ever done in my life have been at night. I've got more energy at night. And the restless leg thing just complements it, really. But I have to be more active at night. But trouble is, you die young if you're up at night all the time and not getting your vitamin D and shit like that. I love my bed as well, mate, but I just can't fucking stay in it. It's like being on an electrified bed where they've wired up the car battery to the frickin' bed. Yeah. Well, the good thing is, mate, I can have a nap in the afternoon when I want one, and my legs are usually fine during the day, so it's not all bad. And it's heaven when my legs are working right, because they just don't feel like anything. Yeah, those electric shocks, I can get anywhere. I've actually made myself bleed a few times where I've just dragged my nails down my skin. It's been so irritating. I thought a lot of that would stop after I stopped the painkillers and that, because I had a lot of nerve symptoms after stopping the painkillers, because obviously all those nerves that you've been using to control pain are suddenly lit up. And they just light up randomly, like with your pins and needles in your hands. I had all that, pins and needles, hands and feet. I couldn't, my skin was in that much agony, I couldn't even put a belt on, because the belt was agony on my skin. It was like I was fucking melting at one point. Never tell you that in the bloody documentaries. They always show them looking shitty, sweating a bit, then they're in rehab, and then a month later they're like, oh, I feel great, man. Bullshit, do you? I've done it twice now, and both times it's the worst thing I ever put my body through. It's like being hit by a truck, except worse. If you get hit by a truck, your bones will be healed up in like 6 weeks. Your nerves can take 6 months up to a year to heal. Your muscles can heal in weeks. But it's your nerves, man. When your nerves get damaged, that's what fucks you. And, you know, the damage you get off coming off a hard drug like codeine or something is really bad. It takes up to a year to make a full recovery. And obviously being in my 50s, you can frickin' probably double that. A fit 20-year-old could be back to work in like 2-3 weeks. But anyone with any health problems or depression or anything like that is going to go downhill and could struggle for up to a year. Couldn't even do any gaming, mate. That's how shitty it was. Yeah. Cocodromol, I know it well. I've got a broken rib, mate, and I still won't take any painkillers for it. I'm not doing them again unless I'm, like, need to be injected, like, because I'm going into shock or something. I had an operation once that I should have been put under general anaesthetic for, but because I got a dodgy heart, they had to keep me awake. And I went into shock because of the pain of the operation, and they had to stab me in the leg with morphine. I remember my legs were kicking then, which is actually like the death throes as you're going into shock, when your legs kick if you're badly injured. So they were like, oh, sorry mate, we got to give you some morphine, and they stabbed it in my leg, and I was like, oh, I feel a bit better now. There's one time in my life a grown man held my hand and I accepted it. He was all tattooed up, I was all tattooed up, and I had the operation on my bollocks, so he knew as a man that I was in excruciating pain after this surgery, which I had to be opened right up. And he just grabbed my hand and said, it's alright, mate. Yeah, mate. Oh, God. The weeks after, I remember I was in training at the time, so I was quite fit. And I decided to do some jump rope in the garden, some skipping. You know, you see all boxers do it, don't you? And fucking hell, as soon as my balls started juggling up and down, it hurt like a son of a bitch. I was black and blue for a month. Even that didn't compare to the withdrawal of codeine. I would rather go and have that done again without the anaesthetic than go through codeine withdrawal. But there is a caveat to that. I was on quite a high dose and I stopped cold turkey. If you're on like 4 a day and you stop, you'd be fine. If you're on 8 a day, you'd be in trouble. But you can actually basically take 4 codeine tablets off a week and be okay. But the second time I went into a withdrawal state was because I decided to quit smoking, and it triggered something in my brain that told me I wasn't getting enough codeine and put me in a codeine withdrawal instead of a cigarette withdrawal. And I got really, really fucking sick. So sick that I couldn't go to the chemist and get any medication. So sick that I couldn't swallow any medication anyway because I was throwing everything up, and it just went downhill from there. And I thought, well, if I can stay off it now, I'm not doing all this again. I mean, my sister's fucking takes loads, and my niece takes loads. They've been giving it to their daughter. It's fucking crazy. Oh, did you? Well done for doing that. Did you feel all right? I mean, I did say 4 a week. You can do quite safely. But you might have felt a bit sicky and had some headaches. It might even fucking be something to do with your pins and needles. It all happens when you reduce codeine, mate, because nerves that were previously suppressed are now coming alive again. The top 3 symptoms you get when you very first start reducing your dose is headaches, neck aches, backache. And loads of people take codeine for a bad back, and they don't realise the withdrawal symptoms are giving them a bad back. So yeah, any of those symptoms, mate, could be a little bit of a withdrawal from the codeine. So give it a bit of time for your body to get used to like having the 4. Well, they should have fucking told you that, mate. They didn't tell me shit before I started taking codeine. In America, it's killing more people through overdose than car accidents. In America. We're talking 300,000 people a year are overdosing through codeine, which is, over there is called something different, but it's very similar. Yeah, you definitely did the right thing, mate. You'll feel better. You'll have better control over your mood. You won't feel so down in the dumps. It's a real nasty drug. Basically, mate, what you're taking is heroin. Medical grade heroin. It's an opiate derivative of morphine. On paper, it's exactly the same as morphine. If I was to show you a chemical diagram, you know, all the little hexagons and that they link together, it would be identical to heroin, mate. That's why it's so hard to get off it. You don't need 8 a day for pins and fucking needles, mate. I'm serious. If anything, it'll make it worse. Codeine is only good for short-term pain and to prevent the body going into shock if your heart's going to stop. Other than that, it inhibits your breathing, it inhibits brain function, and it inhibits nerve transmission. None of it's any good. Yeah, well, headaches come from taking codeine, mate. So, and trying to get off it. So you're fucked either way. And paracetamol doesn't do any fucking good, mate. The only thing paracetamol is good for is lowering your temperature if you got a fever. That is it. It has no pain-killing properties whatsoever. At least with ibuprofen, it's an anti-inflammatory and it thins the blood a little bit. Which, either, you know, reduced inflammation means reduced pain, but paracetamol's fucking useless, mate. It's a poison you don't need in your body. Honestly, mate, you should look into these things, see what you're taking, and you know whether you really need to take it or want to take it. fucking side effects of these things, mate. Like I told you yesterday about all these old people collapsing. It's because they've been given blood pressure tablets and they're all fucking keeling over, dizzy, breaking their hips and then dying and then saying, oh, you died of a fall, you died of pneumonia. Or COVID. Like that old man that got tased the other week. I don't know if you saw that horrible video. And then they said he died of COVID 2 weeks later after he got tased by the police. Poor guy had dementia. And he was holding a fucking butter knife or something, so the police two police decided to tase him. He was something like 78, 80 years old in an old people's home, which specialised in dementia. Apparently, by the time he got tased, there were 4 officers in the room. And he wasn't waving this knife at him, he was sat in his old people's chair smiling. He didn't even know he had a knife in his hand. He probably thought he had a spoon in his fucking hand. He was not threatening, not waving it around, and they fucking tased him anyway. He was probably deaf and hardly heard what they were saying. I mean, me and you could have gone in there and got that knife off him. On our own. You know what I'm saying? The poor fucking guy. And he died 2 weeks later. And then they said, oh no, it was COVID, it was COVID. No. He died being tased, going into shock, and then his heart and lungs fucked up because the shock was too much for him. That's what really happened. I don't care what anyone says on that one. Do you know, right, if I had a fight with someone and they die within 1 year of that fight, I am going to be charged with murder. Because the trauma of a fight can kill you up to a year later. There's the Japanese nerve touch, death touch, DMAC. You can compress someone's nerve in the right part of the body and they won't die for a fucking year. And when they do die, it'll look just like a fucking heart attack or a coronary, depending on what pressure point you've struck in the body. And they did that research and learned that technique through experimenting on dead bodies and experimenting on Chinese prisoners back in ancient Japan. That's how they learn, like, the death touch technique. So you can take a knock to the body somewhere innocuous. I'm not going to say anywhere because we're online. But, you know, it can kill you in months because you've damaged a vital blood vessel that tells the heart to beat. Or you've damaged a vital blood vessel that tells the liver how much blood supply it needs. So yeah, if someone dies after they've been assaulted, it's because of the assault, in plain English. Right, after that little rant, I'm going to roll a cigarette and get this mission done. Yes, the mission brief. We're doing Clean House again, but it's because I think there's a couple of bits after the Clean House that you haven't seen yet. I think it's quite a big level. So I'm going to roll a fag, suck on a sweet, shut the fuck up, and get on with the game. Because it's 25 past 10 already. Oh yes. At least you'll see the different way things can play out on this mission. I'll try and do it quickly and efficiently, but I'll show you what happens if I don't do things right, just so you can see. I decided when I got killed in this level yesterday, I think it was a ricochet that got me, and that's why I think I got shot from the left and not from the guy on the right. So that's my excuse anyway. Ricocheted off the door frame, I'm sure. Sniper Elite has awesome ricochets. You can actually deliberately fire at the floor and ricochet the bullets off the floor. into the target. Horizontal ricochets are even harder, but can be done. Almost done. Countdown 2 minutes. Oh shit, dropped the controller, just caught the wire in time.
Alex and Commander Karim's forces have destroyed General Barkov's forward operations base, temporarily limiting Russian air capability in Urzikstan. We need to move fast. Sergeant Garrick, thanks to your intel, we tracked the Al-Qatala cell responsible for the Piccadilly attack to a townhouse in North London. 3 SAS teams will get inside and connect the dots. If the Wolf is in possession of the stolen Russian gas in Urzikstan, we need to find him. Be advised, there may be non-combatants on target. Check your shots. Targets are up, boys. Let's kick this off. Bravo 6. Moving on the rear garden.
Bravo 6, this is Alpha 2. About to enter the West Alley.
Copy. Bravo 6, moving interior.
I'll get the petrol on.
Quiet.
We're working with an ultra-nationalist group. They'll handle operations in the east after the attacks.
Trust the Wolf.
You know I do. But this operation failed, so why
It
are we
did
doing
not
this?
fail. Your dead brother.
Take the front row.
We were supposed to have double the body count. It's all over the flippin' telly. That's the point!
This is the United Kingdom. Do you think anyone
Drop
walks
on.
around worried that they're going to get blown up? Well, now they do. Al-Qatala.
Oh! Missed one.
Encourage me to align. We were fighting everyone.
We're working with an ultra-nationalist group. They'll handle operations in the east after the attacks.
Trust the Wolf.
You know
Take the front row.
But this operation failed, so why are
It
we
did
doing
not
this?
fail. Your dead brothers made sure of that.
We were supposed to have double the body count. It's
Drop
all over
on.
the flippin' telly. That's the point!
This is the...
cunt! Fucker. Just saw his eyes. I'm not used to these controls, man.
I'm almost fighting everyone.
We're working with an ultranational. They'll handle operations in the east after the attacks.
Trust the wolf.
Just feels a little twitchy, you know what I mean?
This is not safe. Your dead brothers made sure of that.
Oh well. I'll just have to get used to it.
It's all about flipping telly. That's the point.
This is the United Kingdom.
Take the front room.
Do you think anyone walks around worried that they're going to get blown up? Well, now they do. Al-Qatala is a household fucking name.
We need to coordinate with the other groups. Paris, Moscow, Munich.
And the Yanks?
Secure.
Alpha 3. Entry through the front door.
I could do with a tack
Get to the
light.
stairs.
Thanks, mate. Oh, she got one right in the noggin.
Sergeant, get to the stairs.
Gave her noggin a flogging.
Bravo 6, moving to the first floor. X-ray down. Target behind the door.
I hit someone. Just using the sound. Did you hear him go, ah? Oh, shadowing.
2 X-rays down.
Oh, it's dangerous.
Make sure this floor's secure.
Thanks, mate. I had no idea he was there, even though
Secure the
I
floor.
should do. Tempting. Might be useful for later.
Clear this floor. Make sure this floor's secure.
First floor secure.
On me. Bravo 6, moving to the second floor.
Oh, I'll show you what happens if I leave this door. Nothing might happen, I don't know.
Open the door!
What are we walking up here now?
Roger, moving.
Clear that room. Get in there. Move in, go.
Fuck.
Get those rooms cleared.
Thanks, mate.
Check every room.
Closet.
Secure this floor. Check every room.
Floor secure.
Right at the stairs.
Hang in there, mate. I got you.
Waiting on you. Bravo 6 taking the 3rd floor.
Yeah. Then again, that can be background cover.
Check your shots. Let's move.
Hands up! Now! Secure him. Suck that kid up.
Check every room.
Fuck! I think he was alive still. Should have made sure of his ass.